Hi, my name is Sahil Bajaj and I'm pursuing for business management in IT profession from ATMC College in association with University of Ballarat. Today, I'm going to do the presentation on one of the famous business center nowadays, which is contact center, or normally now we are saying it's a call center. In this topic, I'm going to cover like the sum of the certain areas of the call center, like what is the call center is exactly about it. And top of that, we are going to discuss what kind of work, what they're doing it, how the organization is running nowadays into the market, and how they're going to update the organization goals, like what we are saying into the very right words. So let me start with the first time with the presentation over here. Is call center is an office used for the purpose of handling a mass volume of the telephone requests. A company operates the call center to provide an adequate and quick services to the clients or consumers over the phone to make the whole process time saving and more efficient. Operating the call center can be easily expensive. It's really expensive, which includes setting up the computer network, infrastructure, phone networks, and last but not the least, the most expensive part is the employees. Now, as we know, to run any business, the expenses should be as low as possible, and every business main preference is to achieve the best rate of efficiency they can without compromising the quality of the product and services they provide. And this is the main object or reason for a company to start a call center. To achieve this goal of ultimate efficiency and great customer service, a company needs to consider a lot of things and how they want to run their call center, which includes easy to maintain and operate while while being effective in handling the consumer inquiries and requests. As we know, nowadays call centers are used to a wide range of tasks, but the call centers are divided into two sections: inbound and the outbound call centers. The basic concept of both of the call center, considering how they work in regards to their networking and infrastructure, is pretty much the same. The only difference I would be I would be sharing with you guys it comes from to the dial-up. In inbound call center, when the consumer calls a company customer service number, first of all they have to go through with with the IVR, from where the calls get blended to the right department or the consultant depending on the type of inquiry or the request they have. Once the call is received by the consultant, they provide the solution to the customer, whether it's a remote access solution, local solution, or a hosted solution. Whereas the purpose of the outbound call center is to make outbound call to the customer and mostly used for the telemarketing purposes. In outbound dialer, there is no IVR, as the dialer automatically dials the call to the customer, and as soon as it detects the human voice, it assigns the call to the waiting consulting. Once after this initial stage, outbound call center works exactly similar to an inbound call center, using the same network, same database, and with similar access available to the consultant. Setting up an ideal call center needs a lot of planning, whether it's about the location, space, floor plan, database system, planning, planning for quality purposes, and then considering the planning the most appropriate system to get a call center up and running. Now, to achieve efficiency, call center always has appropriate maintenance technicians, database system and network tuned up to be as fast as possible, and even the staff gets the appropriate training before hitting the floor to minimize the mistakes, complaints, and any other time consuming issues. For a big organization, a call center is a major part of the business, but still it's a part of the business. To manage it effectively, call center needs to have a system in place which should be very transparent and flexible for a business to keep it updating and changing. So definitely I have covered all of the most major parts of the call center. So thanks for listening me over here. That's all my done with my call center project. Thank you so much.